Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. Yep, and now, just to answer some of your questions, because I get this a lot in the comments. Yes, I do know there's a new DLC out. Yes, I will be picking it up, but I'll do that just before we play Australia, which is not much further down the list. And I don't rush into DLCs from Paradox, because they're always riddled with balance issues and bugs and problems. I've learnt my lesson in the past, so we'll just hold off a few weeks on that. I suspect it won't be long. Be interesting to see. And also, people keep asking me, am I playing this nation and that nation? And yes, is the answer. This is an A to Z playthrough of all the nations that you can play in the base game of Hearts of Iron 4. So yes, I will be playing that nation when we get to it in alphabetical order down the list. Okay, so we've got to sort things out for Albania today. Things are getting tough. Manpower issues, limited ability to really intervene anywhere, and an ever-growing problem in the Mediterranean in the form of the British. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we've got to get our forces back here because we're achieving nothing down there. And we should be able to get some more manpower through this. I can't request Tripoli, or I can't request this region from Germany. I don't know why, it's not in the list. You guys might know. And I can't release these as a puppet because I don't have all the territories needed to release that. So I guess I could give it to Germany. Do you know what? Should we do that? Can I give that to Germany? Tripolitania. Let's see if we can do that. Because then it's not... Give control of a state. No, I can't. I can't do anything with it. So, I honestly don't know what the reason for that is. Right, so we need Germany to try and defeat the USSR, which is possible. I need Italy and our allies from across Europe to push the British out of Sicily. But also, we've got to guard the back door. Now, this is definitely an issue. And what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to dispatch a couple of divisions to hold Athens, because I do not trust. And this is risky because we're leaving our seaward defences a little bit open here. But we are quite strong on the defence now against naval invasion, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Now, what I really want to do here is get this guy out. I can't seem to solve the supply issues here at all. And I think the only thing that I could probably do would be to build a port. I can't even do that because we... Oh, sorry, not that one. I could build a port here, which is the only way that's likely to get done. So let's get rid of the infrastructure requirements there. That's a waste of time. Oh, I think this is gone anyway. I'm going to try and get them in. I'd like to hold that if we can. Do you know what? We might end up pushing them out. Or not, as the case may be. Okay, no, halt. We can't do that, but the supply situation for us has got better. So what I might do is just put one more guy onto there and get the other 5 who are achieving... Well, are we achieving nothing? Because I think we could potentially drop some paratroops over here. Is that even likely to be a thing? Where's our aircraft at? Let's bring the aircraft back over. We're kind of stuck at the moment. We have one submarine who's currently repairing. Okay, we nearly lost them. I'm going to just change this guy's orders. If we nearly lost them, that's a bad thing. Let's move them over here. Where the hell are they? They're there. I don't really want them over there. See if I can get them out. I really want them stationed over here. Can I not do that? I feel like I'm getting blocked by everything. Oh, it's because of the... Yeah, wait, I can pass through the straits. Don't know why this is... Well, okay, maybe they're bollocks and need to repair. Let's assume that. I'd love to try and rescue these German divisions over here, but that's not happening. Or at least it doesn't appear to be happening. Do you know what we've got? We've got a potential for a cut-off here. If I bring these 5 divisions here... Do you know, I'm going to try this. This might be the way to do this, you know. See if we can do some sneakiness in here. Kind of need everyone to do their part. Meanwhile, we're just gonna hold Athens with 2 divisions because this is looking very, very sketchy indeed, and I do not like this. Can I not bring that submarine somewhere else? Yes, okay, bring them there. And then we'll get them over there. And then we are going to... Where's the option to automatically... Yeah, do that one. And once they're there, I'm going to get them on training. Once they're finished repairing. We don't have a whole lot in the way of capacity in dockyards. So I've got 5 divisions coming in here. And we're going to try and snip off 5 enemy divisions. And it is possible, because the enemy are looking slightly weak. Full support in that direction if we can. Nice, we'll take that. If we can get in there. That's pretty sweet, actually. Come on, get in, get in, get in. Nice. We are cut off. Let's see if we can do a little bit of support like that. And then just hammer that dude there. Ah, the UK is getting involved with its spies. Cheating! Cheating, I say! You? Can you please... Well, that wasn't exactly the plan. I think we're going to be caught in that... Oh, no, wait, we are popping enemy divisions there. Which itself is pretty decent. It is pretty decent, but we didn't make it through. So let's try again. From all sides. I know these guys are all weakened, but... Okay, that's looking like it's also going to fail. I never quite understand how enemies manage to hold on as well as they do when there's no supply and nothing else. So the problem I have now is that I'm out of supply and I'm out of manpower and I can't... I think the best bet I can do is just get out of Tripoli and just abandon it altogether. I honestly think that's the best thing I can do. So... Let's do all that. In fact, let's get these divisions here. I'm going to put these into a separate army. And reason being, I'm kind of sick of worrying about moving armies from the other area over. Now, it's a real shame that we can't achieve this. 91%. Come on, come on, come on, come on. If I get a win here, which will be hilarious... I'll actually eat my words and we shall reposition this. Okay, that's excellent. It wasn't expected at all. Let's take you guys. Let's get you guys on there. Let's do a little... Let's do that. Can I just... I'm going to try and bludgeon my way through, actually. This isn't the best way of doing things, generally speaking. But if we can push the Brits out and rescue the Germans, it might be worth the manpower losses. Okay, let's take one of these guys here and now add him onto this so that we have... Unless I can go... Can I go through there? No, I don't think so. We'll just let them sort themselves out at the moment. What I need to do is cancel that port there and rebuild it here, where it's actually needed. Meanwhile, we just check around to make sure nothing else bad is happening, because there are lots of bad things happening. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. We've got a bit of manpower, so let's train some more paratroopers. That's enough. That has drained the manpower. Let's not take that one then, because we're going to need some for reinforcements. So we could try and hold all the Brits there. Or, bear with me here. Just bear with me. I have a cunning plan. Let's stand these guys down and go all in on this. Oh, by the way, yeah, I maybe should have put a Chief of the Navy in there. Oh, naval maneuver. I keep reading that as manpower and getting all excited. So if we're going to be doing stuff with the paras, let's take the obvious choice and go into special forces and then just give them all these bonuses down here in the hope that something will actually stick and will help. Okay, we're going for a desperate attempt here to try and cut the British off altogether. Which, there's a lot of divisions in there. I don't really have the situation or the supplies to do much with this. But they're in a bad situation as well. And with them being cut off, we can free the Germans. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll pull some pressure off. Oh, God. Oh, God. That looks absolutely horrendous. I think we're going to face all that stuff coming in our direction pretty damn soon. We may reconsider our options here, to be quite honest. I'm not liking the look of this anymore. Yeah, change of plan, I think. I don't like the look of the options around here. So let's get everyone back to base. And we're actually going to cancel that there. We're going to leave those German divisions. There's nothing much we can do about those. So let's bring them back. Everyone's coming back on a fallback order, basically. Which is going to take some maneuvering, to be quite honest, to get back, but it's I think it's for the best. We just don't have the industrial might, and that is essentially our problem. We'll leave this Romanian infantry division there, holding the line. I wish I could undo this now. I believe that was a mistake. There's one thing we can do, and this is a gamble. Let's ask for control of a state. We're going to click on Bosnia. Let's see if we can have Bosnia. Yep. Is that going through? Send. Let's see if we get it. Oh, we got it. Okay. Now, the idea of this is that we increase our available manpower, but at the same time, we do need to worry about the resistance. That is going to be an issue. So we're just going to set them away in Bosnia straight away. Yeah, 29%. Did that work? No, I didn't think it bloody did. There we go. Get working away in there. We'll do this one at a time, because that, I'm hoping, might boost our potential civilian factories and potential manpower once we deal with the resistance issues. And basically, I don't have any better suggestions. So this was an interesting thing. It's achieved nothing. We don't have the ability to really attack, which is, it's by and large, is the problem. We got the paras in nicely. Okay, that's great news. You can have a medal for, let's go division attack. That's kind of cool. I thought we would actually lose some going across there, but we got them home. Yeah, the Brits just have control of the Mediterranean. And it looks like our other guys have got in as well. Oh, but some do look like they may have been torpedoed on the way home. I'll put them on training. We'll see if we can get the manpower. There is bits of manpower coming flooding in. But, yes, the sabotage buildings up there. It's not working just quite yet. I'm just making sure my spy is in the right place. Click, click. Yeah, just making sure. What can we get then? Lend-lease from Greece. Yes, send us your stuff. Lend-lease from our puppet we'll take. Not Japan, and we don't want the other guys in the war. So what I think, and I've mentioned this before, what has happened with us defeating Italy is that we've removed a large naval power from the Mediterranean that would have opposed Britain. And that's been an issue because we can't compete with that Royal Navy in the slightest, unfortunately. Let's make sure we've got a couple of submarines doing their thing now. And you guys should be training naval exercises. Is there a reason why we're not? Oh, we're still on repairing. Oh, hang on a minute. Naval repair queue. Yeah, let's make sure that we've got at least... We've got 2 with the naval repair queue, otherwise nothing is ever going to get fixed. Docking requests from the Siamese Empire. Yeah, if you want to send some warships over here, I'm not going to say no to that. Well, we managed to get our guys out of North Africa, which is great. And by doing that, it might mean that our allies see this as a weakness and maybe send some troops over. I honestly don't think that's a thing. But at the same time, we've got nothing to lose from it either. So, let's see. Resource-wise, we are doing okay. That's kind of a waste of time now, isn't it? Yeah, let's stop. Let's not do that. I should have stopped that earlier. Let's get a military factory on the go, and then we'll decide what we need next. Yeah, this sounds like there's going to be naval invasions everywhere. Let's speed up time a bit and see what happens. So Britain's completely vanquished our allies in the Middle East. They have complete control of that. Complete control of North Africa. Although Vichy France is a thing. And they haven't really done a very good job of this. They're spreading out. Oh, I think the supply is running through now. Yeah, there's just nothing that we can really do there to make much of an impact. How are our armies coming along? They are reinforcing, so that is good news. We are getting the manpower dribbling back in. Equipment-wise, we're actually okay. It's just a shortage of aircraft, which is an issue. Let's just cancel. You guys don't need to be doing anything anymore. Let's bring them back. We've basically abandoned North Africa now. I can't release it as a puppet. But it's going to fall anyway, so I don't think it's going to be an issue for us to garrison. What we can do over here, I'm going to go for improved worker conditions because our stability absolutely sucks. And we're going to go and import some propaganda films. A masterpiece. Okay, we'll take that. Just to keep the war support topped up as well. This looks particularly bad, doesn't it? It looks like Vichy France is getting knocked out of North Africa. I don't know what we can do. I don't know what we can do apart from just watch in despair. No way we can influence this anymore. The Navy is just absolutely crippling. We're going to throw in... some transport planes, actually. It's the only thing we can build. And anything else? We're not doing too bad for military factories, I have to say. So we can hold off there and supply what we need. That's actually not bad. We can take that. So resources to trade might be a thing that we could do something with. What about building some forts on that Greek... Well, there's no point. There's no point building forts on the Greek border because if Greece gets overrun, then we've got too much of a land border that we just can't possibly hold. All it would do would slow things down for a bit. The inevitable defeat. So I don't see that there's any point in doing that. No point building supplies. I guess we could up the railroads. We can't do radar. We can do AA. Let's get some AA. Because I can't think of anything better to do at the moment. We were getting bombed. We will get bombed again. I feel like I'm just waiting to get invaded now. We may as well research the next level of big artillery as we have the ability to. And we've actually got a decent supply of guns. Actually, on the subject of having a decent supply of guns, we could add some to our infantry divisions. We've got loads of it. Let's modify our template a bit here. We've got anything good we can put in here? I'm still not building support anti-air. That's something we should absolutely be doing, I think. Let's get some artillery in there because we kind of need some. Oh, we've got the extra 4 lots of paratroopers. Oh, goddamn! I thought I'd built. I must have just run out. I want 10 paras. I feel like that's a good number to have. Anyway, we can add them in there. We'll train these guys up. We might be able to throw some desperate gamble out at something here, so it's not over yet. We just need to wait for the opportunity and have the troops in position for when we do. Okay, we're actually going to start developing some armor. I'm going to try and put some really cheap medium tanks into the infantry divisions just to bolster them with a bit of strength and a bit of protection so it reduces the manpower loss. It looks like the Americans have invaded Italy and this huge force here wasn't able to actually free Sicily. I feel like it's the beginning of the end. We've got more construction, but to what benefits? I don't really see any point in doing excavations because we can't get anything. We'll get the armor. We want the second level of armor and maybe engines. Maybe. We can finally select a naval doctrine. We've finally got the points to do something here. We're going to go for trade interdiction because I think it's going to be the only thing that we are likely to really see anything with. Wolf packs? Wolfpack sounds good. Torpedo-y stuff. Capital Hunters. Coastal Mine Laying. Yep, Wolfpacks is the one. Let's get that unlocked. We're not going to get anything from anything else. We actually have a good amount of convoys. So I'm quite happy with that. And our amazing navy full of submarines. How do we keep losing some? I wonder... Oh, there's one getting repaired. It's detached. We haven't lost it. It's just getting fixed. And it is improving now, so that's good. But I think we're gonna send those guys out on patrol because German Reich caves to Hungary. Are they handing over bits of Europe to Hungary? I can't see that ending well. Alright, we're on a very sweet 23,000 men over here. I'm going to train an additional infantry battalion. Just one. No, just one. Because we're going to need that manpower in reserve when we start taking losses. It's really nice to see the stability has actually gone up. That's really cool. Let's go war bonds as well. Let's trigger some of these. And is there anything else we can get? Nothing really more we can do. Field hospitals are obviously going to be... Oh, we can get the fourth one as well. Let's grab it. As much as I want to do something with the armor, we've got to try and just stem the loss of manpower, which is the big thing. Let's get our next level of armor, then we get the engines. And then I want to get 1938 medium tanks, and we build something basic and cheap. Now then, I'm thinking that the US may have made a mistake here, and that we might be able to push these guys out. So, let's bring in the paras. We've done this before, and we've done this, we'll do this again. We have... okay, we have a transport wing. It's enough. It's enough. Let's start setting these orders in place. Okay, we've got the divisions in place. We're bringing the Blue Army over, ready to bring them into the ports if they get in there. We just need to wait for the cohesion on the paras to recover. They've just marched down. We're going to drop... Oh, we might have an issue with air supremacy, right? We don't have any air supremacy over our own lands, let alone over Italy. Right, that's an issue. But the enemies move their air forces around like crazy, so we might be able to get around that. Actually, looking at the situation with... Actually, is this even... Yeah, it is necessary. It is. Our allies just aren't being aggressive enough, unfortunately. So we need to trigger this the moment everything goes green. But there's not a lot we can do about that. I think my plan with this paid off. We've got the resistance down quite nicely. We may have to do a lot of juggling to maintain it like that. But we can try that. And we can also maybe ask for one of these regions as well. What have we got in Belgrade there? 1.4 million there. Or we take this one. Oh, that's owned by... That's owned by Italy. Oh, Italy aren't going to give a shit, are they? No, okay, so it's probably as well we got this when we did. What's the air situation like? Yeah, it's over us that's the particular problem. We are getting bombed. I do have AA guns now, which might be helping a little bit. Is it making much of a difference? We're losing logistics. With a bit of luck, that all might sod off. I'd have to build a whole flipping research centre to project centre to get radar, which would be really useful, but I don't feel like we can do with that. Let's get prepared for some tanks, eh? There's some cheap medium tanks. Well, okay, as it turns out, we waited long enough that we don't need to do it anymore, so that's alright. Okay, so what we need, let's train the paras up. We're going to get some more. This war ain't over just yet. We need to maybe come up with some plan for nobbling the British over here and getting these islands back. Can we bring Turkey into the war? And would it be beneficial if we did? That's the question. The USSR is grimly holding on, although... Wow, there's been a German push on Moscow. Okay, that looks good. They really have gone for it as well up there. I was thinking of doing a paradrop on Moscow, maybe thinking that would do something. There's been an invasion in the Netherlands, which I don't think is going to go anywhere. And the other option we can do is try and do a paradrop across the channel, grab a port, and then bring some friends over to hold it, which would then allow our allies to flood in. Do you know what? I think that sounds really desperate. But I think we might have to do it just to stay in the war, because I can't see how we can do anything otherwise. And the final idea, I think, now that we do actually have some manpower, we've got like 25,000 men, is that I believe we need to build a small air force, just of basic fighters, to try and just protect our homelands, basically. I can't think of much else that we can do. But that was a hindrance, and it could have cost us Italy, which would have been really bad. So yes, we have a plan going forwards. It's a desperate plan, but desperate times call for desperate measures.